Y'all remember that song right there? Y'all don't remember that song, man. I'm about to tell my age out here in these streets. He write down all my scripture. Leave me on my medicine in my room. Y'all remember that song? Y'all remember that song? Wow, that just came in my spirit just that. That just came in my spirit just then. Y'all know we ain't gonna always be ready. I told y'all that already. I'll stop acting like y'all some clarity over here. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all we ain't gonna always be ready, man. If you think you're gonna always be ready on this life journey, you got another thought coming. Y'all ready? Come on. Is you ready? That's what I need to know. Are you ready? You ready? Y'all ready? Come on now. Don't lie to the man. Ain't no reason to lie to me. You heard me? There's no reason to lie to me. Y'all ready? Okay, come on. On the march, get set. Ready, go. Hey, man, I ain't finna fool up with y'all this morning, man. I am not finna fool up with y'all this morning. Not this morning. Ooh-wee. Not this morning. We ain't finna fool up with y'all this morning. We gonna get straight to it. You might as well do it so we can get straight to it. Ain't no reason not to. There's no reason not to do it. How y'all feel this morning? Y'all come on in. Yeah, might as well come on in and gather around the table of your own mind, of your own consciousness. How about that? Of your own thoughts, of your own willingness. How about that? That was a good one right there. Of your own willingness. Come round and gather around the table of your own willingness. That's what just dropped in my spirit just then. Come on. Gather around the table of your own willingness. Mm-hmm. Might as well. You might as well come on in. You might as well come on. Ain't no reason to play around out here in these streets. You heard me? All right, I'm ready. Come on, y'all ready? How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in, y'all. You might as well come on. I know sometimes y'all don't want to show y'all face. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes you don't want to show your face first. Y'all are right up in here. You feel me? You can show your face. You can show all the way up and through here. Ain't no reason to be faking and flogging and peeping around corners and hiding behind curtains. Hey, you know how some people peep around the corner, hide behind the curtain, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Is he on yet? You know what I'm saying? Is he on? Y'all want to peep around curtains and stuff, man. Come on, y'all get on up and through here. Ain't no reason to do all that. You know what I'm saying? We all family up and through here. We all we got. You feel me? We all we got. You know what I'm saying? And we all we got. We might well come on up and through here. Ain't no reason not to. You know, we all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood over here. Be still and know. See, I see. You gotta be still sometime out here in these streets. I just seen that on the sign over there behind me. Say, just be still. You got to know this time. And sometimes you got to know all these things for yourself. You feel me? You got to know all this stuff for yourself. Just be still and know. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know these things, and so it's all good. Maybe I like this Paulo. Maybe I like the old Paulo. I ain't lit a Paulo in a minute. I got my sticks over here, the little Paulo Santo. You see, Paulo. Got more Paulo sticks. I might well like me more Paulo. Open up my chakras and get my mind right. Get all my thoughts in accordance to how I believe and what I believe that the universe desires for me to say this morning to the mind of the people. And so y'all know I don't come in here scripted. I ain't all scripted all up. You know what I'm saying? Some people got a whole script to read from. You feel me? Hey, they got do it how you do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just do it how you do it. But at the same time, I don't have to do all that. I don't think I have to do all that. And I don't really look through everybody else's stuff to see how they do it and then try to mimic their stuff. Ain't no reason to do that either. Because I'm my own fingerprint in the earth. And he told me that long time ago. He's like, you the only one can do it this way. And so now I don't even have a source by which I can go to and observe everybody else's stuff. You feel me? Ain't no reason to even try to do it that way. Try to go and observe everybody else's stuff, you know, and to see where everybody else doing, and then try to mimic theirs against mine. I ain't doing all that. I got to get up off this thing. Y'all look, I'm live right now. I'm messing up already. Yeah, so I don't think I have to do all that. I don't think I got to do all that. I do not. And so I don't have to go through all those extra additives and preservatives and all this old extra stuff like this here. I just really want to speak into the mind of the people. That's all I want to do. That's my only assignment right now. And so y'all know I come in, I do it how I do it. I don't have no restrictions. I don't have no boundaries or no borders. I can speak about any and everything that I desire. And it's okay to do it that way. And so I didn't really, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes I don't really pay attention. I be attentive, but sometimes my true revelation don't happen until after I I observe it from the capacity by which I guess he be wanting me to see it at that moment. And then sometimes it just be on my own, I'll be on my own little type of time where I don't really pay attention at the moment. I don't really see it. I don't really understand it. I don't really comprehend it. And so y'all know I went on my little excursion, if you will, you know, to Texas for the eclipse. And it was really an impromptu meeting. I didn't really have no itinerary while I was out there. I didn't really have anything. I just throw some things in a bag, right? And left. Basically. Booked me a flight. It was in the middle of the night. I left early that morning, parked, jumped on the flight, and got to San Antonio, Texas, right? And so while I was there and while I was booking my flight and while I was booking my thing, I booked my Airbnb. And so the Airbnb was it had a car attached to it, right? And so check this, y'all. I flew in to San Antonio and then I headed to the Airbnb. Got to the Airbnb and there was a car in the garage. A nice car too. It just was dirty, right? And so the car was so filthy. It's like it had snow, like it had snow. It had ran through some mud and it was just filthy, you know what I'm saying? But it was a nice car. It was an Infinity, a silver Infinity. And so, I looked at it and I was like, I didn't pay any attention. I just kind of like, went through, like when you first go come into your spot, you go around and you look at all the rooms, you look at, you want to make sure, I guess you in there by yourself or whatever. I don't know how I was doing all this here. So I went upstairs, I looked around, I came back down, I looked all around, went in the kitchen and looked around and had my bags and all my stuff I put down in the living room. And I just was looking around the whole spot. But then I looked out the garage door and I seen this car. And I'm like, man, they got a car. Okay, okay. And so the car was attached to the Airbnb where I had the ability to drive the car. And so, I went on about my daily, what I'm saying, got rest, woke up that night and went and got some food. And, this was after the eclipse. It was after the eclipse. And so I had already heard that it was a storm coming after the eclipse. And so I was like, man, so there's a storm. I better go grab some food and, come on back. And so I went, grabbed food. My regular favorite, y'all know my little favorite. I love Popeyes. I don't know. I'm a Popeyes guy, you know what I'm saying? It don't inflame me. The chicken don't inflame me. I get the red beans and rice and an extra biscuit and probably even a apple pie. So I'm gonna treat myself to an apple pie. And so I went back and I ate and I chilled and I believe I just was resting. The whole time I was there, I was resting. You know what I'm saying? I had rest upon my plate. And so sometimes I believe in this thing called life, we're going to have to do these excursions or these sabbaticals. What is a sabbatical? That just dropped in my spirit. What is a sabbatical?
Here's the definition of sabbatical: a period of paid leave granted to a university teacher or other worker for study or travel, traditionally 1 year for every 7 years worked.
Oh, wow. I think it's deeper than that. What does a sabbatical, what does it mean to take a sabbatical? Okay, what is a sabbatical? The sabbatical definition is a break from work. That just dropped in my spirit, y'all. Y'all see how that be working? Fresh, a sabbatical. It says a break from work during which employees can pursue their interests like traveling, writing, research, volunteering, or other activities, or even rest. See? You see that? You see how that just came full circle? I believe I went on this sabbatical for rest, relaxation, to get away out the area code by which I reside. And so while I was there, you know what I'm saying, I handled my business and for the 4 days, and I just rested and I just didn't talk to nobody. My phone didn't ring that much and I didn't make any phone calls. I just rested my spirit, rested my mind, rested my thoughts, rested my memory, rested my walk. I didn't even put shoes on. I didn't even have sneakers on the whole time I was there. I had my little flip flops walking around the house and just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like just resting. I rested every part of my psychological well being. I rested. And so that is a part when I believe that after I left, remember I told y'all sometimes I don't get all my downloads and I don't get everything that it is that he has for me during the time that I'm moving. And sometimes I think when we move, we're just on the move. But it's not until you get, you know what I'm saying, to where you're going, or you can rest your mind for a second. And for me, at this moment, it was 30,000 feet in the air on my way back from my sabbatical that I was, that this fell deep into my, it was 30,000 feet in the air. And I can feel myself as we were ascending, I can feel myself going up, and at the same time in the plane. And as we broke through the clouds, I could feel the turbulence in the clouds as we broke through the clouds. And then now I looked out the window. This is prior to I was able to look and see all the houses and all the land, and how beautiful this greenery is on the land. And I was able to see all the cutout curves and I guess they were canals, or whatever you can see when you have a heightened viewpoint of situations. What I'm discovering, if you can see the whole picture with clarity. And so at the same time, I was up in the air, and then we went through the clouds. And we could feel the little turbulence as you go through the clouds, and then you went up, and then now you're in a plateau. And while I was in that plateau, I looked down out the window, and I seen the clouds under me. The clouds was under, we were above the clouds. The clouds was beneath us. And as I sat there and I just, pondered my trip and how I had rested and how I had endured and how I had became, I guess refreshed and rekindled and reestablished and reconfirmed and I just read up while I was there. I looked out the window and seen the clouds underneath us. He said to me, I don't know if it's a he. It might be a she. I don't know why we refer to the creator of all things from a masculine perspective. I think I know why, but you know what I'm saying? We believe that it had to be masculinity. But I believe that it had to be both. I'm starting to believe that femininity had to be attached to the masculinity of it all. I believe that you need both feminine and masculine genes, just like how we have feminine and masculine genes in our bodies. I believe that he blew the Ruach breath of life into Adam's nostril. He became, and he had feminine and masculine and feminine genes as well. And so I believe that it has to be a certain masculinity and femininity in the assignment, in the entity by which we endure. And so I just call him, I just say he. But I believe that all these things are working out in our favor. Did you hear me? I believe that everything works out in our favor. And as I was on my way back, 30,000 feet, 40,000 feet in the air, looking down on the clouds, looking down. We were above the clouds. The clouds were beneath us. He said this to me. He said, everything you need is attached to your journey. Ooh-wee. He said, everything you need. Y'all see, I put you need in apostrophe. Everything. I spelled it ERRTHANG. That's how it was spoken into my spirit. Everything you need. Ooh. Y'all know I go in from right there, y'all. Y'all know I go in from right there, soldiers. Hey, baby boy, baby girl, you know I go in from right there. Everything you need, ooh-wee, is attached to your journey. Y'all better leave me alone up and through here. He said everything. I didn't really pay attention to it until I was 30, 40,000 feet in the air. That's why that car was in the garage because I needed it. I didn't present no rental. All I did was flew out. All I did was correct my Airbnb. And at the same time, in a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, a 2.5-bath home, I can tell you this, just being there alone, chilling by myself. Sometimes we have to pull away, y'all. Sometimes we're going to have to go solo dolo in order to get the rest and the relaxation, in order to have the power that we need and don't have nobody up and through our ear. Don't have everybody all up in your ear. Oh, I want to go here. I want to go there. Oh. And sometimes it becomes too much. So sometimes I believe that he wants us to go, or she wants us to go into a sabbatical alone to get all the replenishing and to get all the refreshments that he has for you. It's not for y'all, it's for you. So sometimes I think I'm a solo dolo artist anyway. I believe that sometimes by me being the only child, sometimes I might just have the only child syndrome. Yeah. And so at the same time, I didn't realize that by me just doing the assignment, by me operating within my journey, I believe that all things is working together for the good, my good and possibly his glory. And so everything you need is attached to your journey. Everything you need is going to be attached to your journey. I've mentioned this on several occasions that car that was in the garage, it was filthy, it was dirty. Guess what I went and did, y'all? Tell me, anybody that know me, guess what did I do to the car that was mud rock and that was just filthy? What did I do? It looked like it snowed. It looked like it had to be more than just pollen stuck on that car like that. But y'all tell me, what did I do? Anybody know? I can tell you what I did. I went and cleaned the car. I went and found one of those little spots that I could run the car through the wash. It was up on Bandera Road. Compadre, what happened for you, my friend? I was on Bandera Road, Calle Ocho. I renewed my Spanish while I was up. Hey, boy, let me tell you, that San Antonio full of our Hispanic brothers and sisters. I tell you that. And then so the San Antonio Spurs. Okay, all right, yeah. San Antonio Spurs was out there. They had the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I seen some Dallas Cowboy gear. You know. And so I was just out there splurging, right? I was just out there on my own, riding down Bandera in a dirty Infinity. I looked over and I saw the little car wash. I could run the car wash through. I said, I'm going there to get all the dirt so I can ride somewhat in style while I'm there. Don't have to ride dirty when you can ride clean. You might have to make some investments in this thing called life, y'all, to ride clean. But I can tell you this. I ran that dirty silver Infinity that was attached to the Airbnb that I rented. Had a car attached to it. So I can stand here this morning and tell everybody under the sound of my voice that everything you need is attached to your journey. Your journey. Stop looking around for everybody else's journey to match yours. Everybody ain't gonna have no vehicle attached to their Airbnb. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, it's attached to your journey. Everything you need will be attached, did you hear me? To your journey. So I ran this car through the wash. I could have went the general pace way. I could have used the general, it was one underneath the basic car wash. And I said, no, I ain't no basic brother. We're going to do what needs to be done, even when you don't know what you're doing. You don't have to do it from a basic perspective. And just that word alone, basic, throwed me as I read the diagram in the car wash that I went through. I was like, basic? I'm out here in Bandera Road. On Calle Ocho Bandera, my friend, compadre, what happened for you, my friend? Hey, I was like, no, buenos dias, no, my brother, no, amigo, no. Nothing basic for me. It was a $10 wad. Was the basic, or $8 or something like that. That was the basic. I'm like, nah, I ain't no basic brother. So I'm gonna go a step above that one. For whatever reason, I felt compelled to go a step or two above that one. And so I got the $15 wash. It was only three. I think the $20 wash, the $25 wash. And I was like, I don't want to go that deep. I wasn't acting that sporty. I was like, nah, this is a car that I'm going to drive for 4 days while I'm out here. Let me just go ahead and handle that business. And so I went ahead and got the middle one, which was the $15 wash. And I ran through it. It sudsed that car up and had that bad boy that hit the rims and put some grease on the tires. And you feel me? I'm riding in style from a 5-minute car wash. And so I can tell you this, is that everything that you need will be attached to your journey in life. I didn't discover all this and I didn't think about all these things while I was actually operating in them. It wasn't until I was about 35,000 feet in the air above the clouds that he said this to me. And I want to share with you that everything you need is attached to your journey. Ain't no reason to look all around, man. Sir, there's no reason to look at everybody else's journey. They're not going to have the same results. They're not going to have the same accommodations as you on your journey. Because everything you need, in apostrophe, you need, will be attached to your journey. Apostrophe. Your journey. And so I'm here to tell somebody on the sound of my voice. When you operate within your life's journey, I hope y'all hear me. Can y'all hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The person that's on this live that's hearing me in my assignment at this moment is to tell you, sir, hey, bro, I'm here to tell you that when you operate within your life's journey, I don't think you're going to have the ability to look over at your passenger. I don't even believe that you're going to have the ability to look over at your siblings, your mom and dad, your sisters and brothers, your cousins and aunties and uncles' journey, and look over at their journey and peep over into your own family's journey. Let me tell you something. You're on a journey on this thing called life by yourself. You came here alone. You came out your mother's womb alone. How are you now going to look around everybody else's journey and try to blend yours and mimic yours and blend your journey in with theirs? That ain't how this thing works. I think we're going to have to stand here on an individualized walkway in this thing called life and walk out your own journey's perspective, your own journey's potential through this thing. And so what I'm discovering in this thing called life is that when you operate within your own life's journey, everything you need will be provided for. That's what I'm discovering. At 56, almost 57, if God spare my life, I said the universe spare my life. I said if the creator of all things spare my life till September 25th, I would see 57 years of this thing called life. And what I'm discovering about this thing as we move throughout this thing called life individually, I know that we can have it collectively as a whole, but you're going to have to stay in your own individualized lane, sir. I said you're going to have to stay on your own individualized lane, ma'am. Hey, bro, you're going to have to operate within your own individualized constructs in the earth. Everybody else's life's journey is not going to match yours. Yours is not going to match theirs. So what I'm discovering after being 35,000 feet up in the air, looking down on the clouds, I looked up, I couldn't see nothing but space. I looked down, I saw the clouds beneath us. And so we're in a stratosphere between the clouds and outer space. You pay more attention then. Did you hear me? I said you have the ability to pay more attention. You 30,000 feet up in the air. Man, let me tell y'all something. Let me be the creator of a whole plane, y'all, that can take passengers from one side of the earth to the other in several hours or days. That's a phenomenon to me, y'all. I know y'all be saying, Chris, you just being too deep, but that's the truth, man. For we to have two pilots to get in an aircraft and then just maneuver it with passengers on board, you go between these heightened heights and deeper depths in the earth. You go all the way up 30,000 feet in the air. You can get your downloads there, y'all. Because so much was downloaded in my spirit at that moment. Not only based on the trip that I had just taken, and I'm on my way back to the A, but just the ability to be that close in the atmospheric pressure. I believe that if you open your spirit up and you open your mind and you open your thoughts and you open your understanding and your comprehensions in the earth about how all this stuff is moving together, ooh-wee, it would cause you to have a different perspective. I believe that that's what's happening to me at this moment. As I was up in the air, 30,000 feet, looking down on the clouds was underneath the plane. I'm looking down out my window on the clouds. I was above it. I looked all the way up. As far as you can see, you just see space. Bluish gray space. I believe that all these observations that I look and I see and I witness and I embrace at that moment is based on the holistic viewpoint that I have of this thing called life, this earth. I don't know what I'm going through. Maybe this is old age and I'm finally realizing that, listen, you only have one life to live. You better live it. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? I say you only have one life to live. You better live it. And so when you operate within your life's journey, everything you need will be provided for. I believe there's only two things that we must do to continue to make those things happen. I believe there's two things that you must do. I believe that these two things are mandatory. That you must do these two things in order for all the things that has been designed, in order for all your needs to be met and attached to your life's journey. I believe there's two things that has to be done. Did you hear me? I said, I just believe there's two things that has to be done as I drag this whole time out. I can tell you those two things, ma'am. Hey, sir. Those two things, bruh. Hey, sis. Those two things are trusting and believing. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to continue to trust and continue to believe that everything you need, all of it, after the word every and all, there's nothing left. After the word every and all, there's nothing left after every. If the fire marshals come in here right now and say, everybody got to get up out of here, who's left? I said, if the fire marshals come in and say, all got to go, exit the door, who's left after all? There's nothing left. There's nothing left after all. And so I'm here this morning to tell everybody on the sound of my voice. I know y'all might not, I can't see y'all, So I understand that y'all might be peeping and sneaking. Want to be that sneaky link. What they call that's a new little word out here, sneaky link. I didn't know the little word. He was a sneaky link. I didn't even know that word existed till the other day. But everybody under the sound of my voice, I'm here to tell everybody everything. ERRTHANGE. Nah, not no E on it. Everything you need is attached to your life's journey. All you got to do is trust and believe. You do those two prerequisites. Those are prerequisites in this curriculum called life. Trusting and believing. Yeah. I said those are two prerequisites on this thing, on this life's journey that we must do. We must continue, or we must establish a belief and a trusting mechanism within ourselves that when we walk, we're covered. That when we speak, we can speak with a certain level of authority because we trust and believe that we're here on assignment. So I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm here this morning as your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought, to cause you to think past your situation and your circumstances. I told y'all the correct position that we have to stand here in the hourglass. We stand outside of the situation and we look down in on the world. That same viewpoint that I saw as we was taking off, you can see the perspective by which everything changed when we were on the earth, looking at this earth journey eye to eye in the plane. When we was down on the earth, the viewpoint was different than what it was when we were 30,000 feet in the air. Ooh-wee. And so what I'm telling somebody under the sound of my voice to do this morning is to elevate your thoughts, heighten your beliefs, inclinate your understandings, incline your beliefs and your trusting mechanism within yourself. Trust and believe in yourself. That's what's going to have to happen. What do you see when you look in the mirror, ma'am? Hey, sir, what do you see? What's reflecting back at you when you look in the mirror? Mirror, mirror on the wall. What you gonna do when it's looking back at you? You better understand who you are and whose you are in the earth. And those two prerequisites that I'm charging every individual under the sound of my voice to do these two things. To continue to trust and believe. And everything you need will be provided for. And everything you need is attached to your life's journey. Everything. So I'm here this morning on assignment. Hey, boy, y'all better leave me alone up and through here. Boy, I'm here this morning on an assignment to tell somebody under the sound of my voice. And everything you need, bruh, is attached to your life's journey. You can't even look at everybody else's life journey and try to mimic theirs, because that stuff is not going to line up perfectly. Their stuff, you might be able to take bits and pieces out of their stuff and add it to yours, or take bits and pieces out of yours and give it to theirs. And let me tell y'all something. I think that's just even not even in a marriage. This don't even happen in a marriage. People could be married by 40 years and they better be individuals in that marriage. You better be standing on your business in that marriage, just like that person better be standing on their business in the marriage. But you better still be an individual. Somehow or another, your stuff gonna bleed into theirs and theirs will bleed into yours, and y'all will become one together. But somehow or another, you're gonna still have to stand in your individualized essence of who you are in the earth. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody everything you need is attached to your life's journey. And when you operate within your own life's journey, everything will be provided for if you do these two things: trust and believe. And so I'm here this morning. I'm Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. Don't you ever get that twisted. I don't always operate. I have the ability to operate in all four of those assignments in my life: thought-provoking, health-conscious, intellectual content creator, podcast professor. Even with this hoodie on, I'm still a professor, y'all. Even with my correct lenses on, I'm a professor. Yes, I am. I have a master's degree. Yes, I do. All you need is a master's. That's all you need is a master's to be a professor. You don't even need a doctorate. All you need is a master's. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, everything you need will be provided for if you just trust and believe. First and foremost in yourself. And when he say go, you go. You don't have time to grow and then go. Sometimes he's going to call you, or the situation will call you to grow as you go. My son just fell deep into my spirit. Yeah, Denard, we miss you, man. I miss my son. Yeah. Denard, we miss you, soldier. Yeah, man. I had to bury a child. I had to bury a child. I couldn't grow first and then go. When I got that phone call, I had to just go. I didn't have the ability to grow. And so we have to remain cognitively aware. At all given times, we have to know. We have to continue to trust. We have to continue to believe that all these things are working in our favor. Everything you need is attached to your journey. I say everything you need is attached already to your journey. You haven't even gotten down the road yet to the attachments that's already there waiting on you on your journey. You're right here in the present. You're right here in the present age, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. You're right here in the present. You haven't even got down life's journey's road to where all the other things that's attached to your life's journey is waiting on you to get to your assignment. You haven't even gotten there yet. And it's already there prepared for you, just like that car was prepared for me in the Airbnb. I didn't even know that it was there waiting. But by me being on my life's journey, by me being obedient and believing and trusting in the assignment by which I felt as though I was being pulled out to Texas to see and witness the eclipse for myself. Ooh-wee. And by me being obedient to what I felt as though the tug on my heart to go and experience, everything on that journey was already provided for me. I just had to go and witness it and see it and understand it and comprehend it. And at that moment, while I was enduring it, I didn't even understand it. It wasn't until I was 30,000 feet in the air that he said, everything you need is attached to your life's journey. Ooh-wee. So when you operate within your journey, ma'am, when you operate within your life's journey, sir, when you operate within the journey by which you have been called to on this thing called life, in this thing called earth, it's two prerequisites that you must do, that you must establish within your own mind, in your own thoughts, in your own being, in your own essence, as your own entity. You must trust and believe. That's your assignment here this morning. To keep trusting and believing that all of it is working together for your good and his glory. Did you hear me? I say all of it. After all, there's nothing left. And everything you need is attached to your life's journey. You just got to go, keep believing, keep receiving, keep trusting. Even when you can't trace him, you got to trust him. And even when you can't track it, you still got to trust him. That it's going to work out in your favor. That all your needs will be provided for. And so I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach. Your intellectual content creator. I am that I am. We are the I ams in the earth, ma'am. Hey, bruh, we are the I ams in the earth. He told that to us a long time ago. And so here it is. Welcome to the Hourglass Era. where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, within the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understanding. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts, and its center represents neutrality, balance, a pivotal metaphor here for our journey. A pivotal metaphor here for our journey. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras, unlocking spiritual experiences and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session here unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Good morning, Hotep. It just means peace and blessings to you. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
According to Merriam-Webster, religious and secular culture come together in the increasing use of namaste in English. The term is associated with both Hinduism and yoga. The word comes from Sanskrit and literally means bowing to you, or I bow to you, and is used as a greeting.
Wow. I didn't know that. Namaste is a religious and secular culture come together with an increasing use of namaste. The term is associated with both Hinduism and yoga. The word comes from, and literally means bowing to you. Namaste. I bow to you, my brother. I bow to you, sis. There is no reason for me not to bow to you. As you bow to me as your thought-provoking specialist, it's okay to bow. It says, I bow to you. And it is used as a greeting. Namaste. And so I'm here saying Assalamu alaikum to all my Arabic brothers and sisters. Ning ho to my Chinese. Bonjour to French. Guten Tag to my German brothers and sisters. Salve sayo, Italian brothers and sisters. Konnichiwa. All right, my Japanese brothers and sisters. Hola from Portuguese and hola for Spanish. I didn't know that was a Hindu term, but I'll use it. Because didn't, when he said, let there be, didn't that come to? We're in holistic understandings here in the hourglass. That part of the world came to, sir. Don't negate that part of the world. That's a part of his stuff too. That part. And he said all of it is a part of it. Everything is connected to everything else. All of it is connected. And so we're just here with the holistic understandings and all the comprehensions in the earth. And so I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. Yeah. And so it's a beautiful thing to be. I'm just here this morning to tell you everything you need is attached to your journey. Everything you need, apostrophe. You need is an apostrophe. You need is in quotation marks. Everything you need is attached to your journey. And when you operate within your life's journey, everything you need will be provided for. It's only two prerequisites, ma'am. Hey, sir, it's only two prerequisites for this thing called life's curriculum. It's a curriculum of life. The ups, the downs, the trials, the tribs, the ins, the outs. It's life's curriculum in the earth. It's a curriculum. Same way you go through school and you do curriculums. Life's curriculum, I believe, is based on two prerequisites. You got to keep trusting and you got to keep believing that all of it is working together for your good and his glory. I'm gone. Y'all heard me? I'm gone now, y'all. I'm done, y'all. It's over. I'm a minute in. I mean, an hour in. An hour and 53 minutes, seconds in. Okay, I'm good. I just wanted to make sure y'all was good this morning. I had to drop something in your spirit just to kind of keep you going. I know I've been gone for those 4 days, but y'all was forever in my heart. I just had to go on my sabbatical. I had to go on my excursion. I had to go on my journey. You know what I'm saying? I had to do my curriculum. And it's all good. Just I'm here to tell somebody everything you need is attached to your journey. I'm gone, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow.